All right, so you're part of the Florida retirement system, you've been in drop, and now you're about to retire. Okay, so what are the options? Well, there's actually 3 options. In this video, I'm going to go over the first one. And the first drop payout option, we like to call it the I Love Uncle Sam option. You might say, well, that's not a very fun sounding name. And that's because for a lot of people, it's not. The average drop amount in the state of Florida is $161,000. And drop has never been taxed before. This is pre-tax money, meaning that if you decide just to take it all out, it's taxable. And that's what option 1 is. It's where you say, I want 80% of my money sent to me and 20% sent to the IRS. And I want it all to be taxable, and then we're just going to take it out. And sometimes people say, okay, well, you have to pay taxes now or later anyways, so what's the big difference? Why don't I just, go ahead and take it out, bite the bullet, and get rid of it? Well, let me give you a story. I had a client, she came in, she's a client of mine, and we were working with her unused sick leave, vacation leave. But her drop money, when she came in, she said, listen, I've already talked to people, talked to other financial advisors, I've talked to the school board. I want to take my money out to pay off my house. The entire reason I went into drop was to pay off my house. And I just don't want to deal with it. I said, okay, I'm never going to tell you what to do with your money. I'll just give you advice if you need it. She left her unused sick leave with me, and then she went on her way. Well, next April, she came in, and she needed to take the rest of her unused sick leave out. I said, well, this is an emergency fund. Did an emergency happen? And she goes, yeah, the IRS happened. See, she made $50,000 that year. Her husband made $50,000, and then she took out an additional $125,000 to pay off her house. Altogether, in that year, her tax bracket was over 30%. The problem is she only withheld 20% for taxes, because that's what they automatically withhold, and then in addition to that, they weren't holding enough on their other money. All in all, she ended up owing over $15,000 in extra taxes that if she just would have taken that money and spread it out over 2 or 3 or 4 years, she would have never had to pay. So listen, it's your money. I'm not saying don't pay off your house. I'm saying that if you're going to do something, just make sure you know the repercussions. Because if she would have said, okay, Don, how do we pay it off? And I said, okay, well, listen, based on your tax brackets, we can take out this much this year, this much the next year, this much the next year, and then by the 4th year, your house is paid off. She would have permanently saved that amount of money, and then in addition, she also would have earned some interest while it was sitting there. The other option is if you have a really big house payment or something like that, you can pay yourself. So you can say, okay, well, my mortgage is $1,500 a month. Just pay yourself $1,500 a month out of the drop money. There's different strategies that you can do. So my recommendation is if you're not sure, if you're thinking about that option, but you really want to know what the repercussions are going to be, come in. We'll take a look at it for you. We'll say, okay, if you take everything out, here's the repercussions. Here's your taxes. Here's what you're going to have to deal with. And then if you're okay with it, great, but at least be educated. Because I'm all for people paying their fair share of taxes, but no more than their fair share of taxes. So once again, if you need help, if you're thinking about that option, feel free to give us a call or come in. We'd be more than happy to look at it and see if it's the best option for you.